this is the day 3. I'm laying around day 3. I've got to get up, got to get going. I know, as soon as we leave Joe, we got straight up walking up the biggest climb, so we've got to get that done and see how the rest of the day goes. So be about 26, I believe. And beyond that, I don't really know. See how we go. We're making for Devil's Kitchen. That will be camp for the night there. So let's see. Windy morning again. Always is a windy morning every day. So we'll see how we go, eh? Alright. I'll see you on the trail. See you guys.
It's only taken 3 days to see one. He's having a bit of a chill, bit of a scratch, that's about it. And this is just north of Nyan Campground, maybe about a kilometre north. So I've done a lot of walking through gums, so I've not seen one until now, long time. He's having a nice chill though. We're going that way. Side to slope. Evening all. It's the end of day 3, and day 3 was roller coaster day. The majority today was fire trail, and it was fire trail ups and downs. It was a real roller coaster day today. In the end, I think it's probably about 1200 gain. Looking at numbers, it was 1200 for 28 k's for today. It was tough day. There's a difference between single trail ups and fire trail ups. They're tough fire trail ups. So at one point I came across a couple of kids. Look, the youngest was 17, the other one was maybe early 20s, and they were day packing it. They got dropped off. They drove past me in the morning, got dropped off a bit further in, and then they walked. But literally, they walked part of the trail that literally was all fire trails, and then they got off at Gale Car Park, which is about 5 k's north of here. So apart from maybe the last kilometre into the car park where they spent all day on fire trail ups and downs, and they were cooked. They had like a litre of water each, and they had run out. When we went up our last hill, they had run out. They wouldn't take water from me, so you know, whatever. But luckily, straight after we'd gone up that last hill and just walked past a farm paddock, it settled down into single trail for the rest of the time then, and that is just more, you know, the ups and downs are easier to deal with. So it was really tough. I mean, the first 10 k's of the day, as soon as you came out of Joanna campgrounds, it was up, and it was the most up that you do in one go, and it was on fire trail and dirt road. Then you turn and you drop back down to where these kids got dropped off. So you went all the way up, then you came all the way back down again over a 10k period, and that was just road or fire trail for 10 k's. Then a really small beach segment, then into some single trail. I was like, yep, we're in some single trail. And then the single trail, yeah, so the single trail, we came up and we had stairs and all sorts of things, and when you get up to this hill and there's this just gorgeous view all the way back to the lighthouse at Otway, but you can see all the way along the coastline. You're up really high, and at that point there's like a road off to the side, and I assume a fire trail has come off it, and that was it. That you were then on the fire trail that had come off that road at some point, and they use that everywhere, and you spent the rest of the day humping fire trail. Coming into here was okay. We had a couple of k's of single trail to finish the day, which, you know, was fine. But fire trail just is absolute murder. So, I mean, yesterday was the pick of the days. The best bit of track is from Blanket Bay to Joanna campground. That is, I mean, that whole day was just so fun. It was long, but that whole day. So even if you were doing it over multiple days, that section between those two places is just the best fun. So let's see how we go tomorrow. We're only got, according to the board down there, we only got 15 into the Apostles, so, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Finish in the morning, finish around lunchtime, that's fine. Weather's supposed to come in. There's a pretty significant event coming in, smashing this part of the coast starting tomorrow afternoon, I believe. So, and it looks pretty significant on the radar. They got warnings and whatnot already for the coast. So let's see what happens. I don't really have much to report other than I'm shagged. really tired. I'm actually at Hell's Kitchen campground at the moment, and I like this one here because the moths flying around, because we're sort of over a hill from the coastline and the smashing waves. I mean, the toilet for here looks out at the water, so I mean it's really close, right? But I'm in the back corner, away, furthest as you can get away from the weather, and all I'm hearing is frogs and this very, very faint sound of the ocean. But I mean, it's faint, it's white noise at that point, but I'm hearing, you know, frogs and birds up here, so hopefully I'll get a quieter sleep. The last 2 nights at Blanket and here, it's so loud that I just slept with my my loops in to, you know, turn the volume down because it's been bloody loud. So, and the swells at the moment, the swell is just billiard out there. You know, it's dead flat. And it still makes a racket. So imagine what this will sound like, you know, come tomorrow night, and then the next days. I mean, it would be really noisy. And some of the coast section, I mean, every time you come to a coast section, there's a marker at the start point and there's a marker at the end point, and they tell you every single time they tell you, make your decision. All right, either it's safe to do the walk, happy days, like it has been for me, or with this event that's coming up, say, you know, more likely than not, people are doing the walk, they're going to get to one of those signs and go, like, I can't cross there, like that's dangerous. So, you know, there's a fair chance that could happen. You know, if the swell gets up, it'll smash right up over some of the, you know, especially around Blanket, where the beach is really shallow between the water and the cliffs, so they would go under, I would believe. The one just short of Joanna, so at, you know, the beach at Joanna, you'd probably be alright because that's really long from the water back to the dunes, is really long, so you could probably do that. But the one today that I did today, no, you couldn't, because with the tide half out, water was still coming in, and I can see if the tide was up, it comes almost up against the escarpment. So with a big swell, that would be totally a no-go. So I think anybody who's behind me, and there was 2 people at Joanna, they haven't arrived here, and I would have thought they would probably go to, where would they go? To maybe Ryan's Den, where I saw the koala, so maybe it's there. I mean, that's the only campsite between Joanna and here, so that's probably where they're going. And if that's the case, then they'll probably come to here and then finish. I mean, they wouldn't be able to do Wrecked Bay, which is just out here. So maybe, don't know, that section that I did today, they'll do tomorrow. If they do it early enough, it's probably not a problem. But if you're doing it like the day after tomorrow, the day after that, they'll be impassable. And all the ones, like I say, up near Blanket, and in fact just south of Apollo Bay, there's quite a few where you're sort of just going around a headland on a sand belt. There'll be no-goes, so yeah, there'll be a few people behind who are a bit worried. There's a mad little camp area. There's no group camping here. They are all little pockets, little pocket clearings, and none of them are joined together. They are their own little walking track out to them. So I'm here. There was a guy who's right up the top at the far end to where I am on the opposite side. He's up there. And then girls just arrived. When did they arrive? it wasn't bloody long ago. Maybe 40 minutes ago. 3 girls rolled in. Young girls rolled in about 40 minutes ago. And it's dark, so they've just taken the campsite next to the hut, next to the shelter, and you know, it's the one I didn't go to because it's not flat. Every other one's flat. That one's not flat. But anyway, there's 3 of them. I'm sure they all won't roll out of the tent. So, but yes, that's it. So tomorrow, finish this up. Oh, I'm so tired. I am really just a little bit underdone this time, so I mean, this is only a 4-day walk, so I can cope with it, so that's alright, but very underdone. So today I was feeling it very early, so actually I was fine for the first 10 k's. We beat up and over the top of that hill on the fire trail, and road's fine. It was when we got to the fire trail. Actually no, it was before the fire trail. It was a single trail before it. There was some serious vertical being put in there, and that was, I mean, they had stairs, like really vertical stairs, to make you climb really quickly. So I was a bit shagged there. I mean, it was like 27, 28 again today. I mean, my thermometer says it hit 30. I'm not really sure if that's the case, but that's what it says. Bloody felt like it though. I mean, I reckon that, you know, I was getting affected by the heat. I actually pulled up stumps for maybe half hour. I thought, there was a lookout, and up again, and there was quite a nice wall of shrubs that cast a bit of a shadow, and I just went, that's it, I'm just sitting here for a while. Sucked back a pile of water, which luckily I'd picked up some more at Ryan's Den, because I'd used it all going across from Joanna, and then when I got to here from Ryan's Den, I'd probably about used half of my total fill, so, but I know it wasn't enough. The heat was affecting me this time, so it's really warm, and the snakes weren't curled up and cold, they were moving today, so they were sitting still. So yeah. That's about it. I mean, I didn't tell you about my biggest gear failure. My biggest gear failure, as I see it, this is my pillow that I've had since it's got to be 11 years old now. Right, it's a Cedar Summit ultralight. It weighs like 30 grams, roughly. It's got a hole in it. It won't go up. So I was like, freaking hell, I don't have a pillow. Luckily, I aimlessly just packed my puffy that I used on the Alps track last year, and this is the one that packs into itself and creates itself into a pillow. So this, even though there's been zero reason to wear it because I'm in shorts of the tee now, I slept in shorts of the tee last night. The night before, I had a jumper and my leggings on because it was cooler there, but otherwise, really, this has not even had a look in, but it's carrying its weight. It's my pillow for the last 3 nights. So you know, pack for the cold, for the wind, Matt. You actually get to use it when it was literally going to be dead weight for the whole track. I think that's about it. In the 12 tomorrow, 12 Apostles, which is in an absolute state at the moment because they're putting in, you know, it's just a construction zone at the moment. I drove in to leave my car there, so a bit going on. But I will 15Ks, much easier day tomorrow. So we'll cruise in stop at the more, stop at look at more sites. So, I mean, there's only so many lookouts you can look at the same blue water. So unless there's something really crazy to look at, I haven't really been stopping. So, but I will now. We're closing in on the end game. Nice to get to them before the weather comes in and just closes things up and I can't see. We'll see. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm just going to sit down, or lay down. Lay down's my thing. I'm sitting now. Look at this freaking headroom here. I don't know if you probably can't see it, but that's freaking like, my God. It's crazy how tall this tent is. But anyway, I still lay down because I'm that lazy. It's time to just lay down. I did that last night, lay down and collected my thoughts. As I was doing that, I woke up at 10 o'clock. You went to sleep, Matt. So I'll probably do the same now. I'm just as tired as I was yesterday, so I'll probably do the same. But anyway, I might listen to something. Let's see. I have plenty of charges, what you get for 4 days. You're not killing, nothing gets killed. You got plenty of battery bank left over, so use it up. And then assess as we go tomorrow. Alright, you all take it easy. I will see you for day 4. Alright, see you guys.